Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Warhawks will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Penn State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
And you make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back in this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Nittany Lions move the chains with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create a negative play.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Warhawks offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dialing up a second down pass play. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Warhawks are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Yeah, good coverage.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They keep attacking through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cole. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking for room. It's Singleton. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Cole. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Warhawks will have it first and 10. He'll keep it himself. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
He's looking for an open man on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Warhawks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, on that third down play, I think the quarterback's got to do a little bit of better job really selling the pass. I think he kind of hurried it up too fast, got the ball to the running back. He didn't fool anybody. Back got tackled for loss. Now it's fourth.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Running it back, it's Curry. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wells. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Second down coming up. They go to the draw. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to run for it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Warhawks are on the move. They move the tight end all over. On the move, it's Hardy. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. They'll run the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. Hard running there. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Curry. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Lets it fly on the move. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision. forcing that football into double coverage.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. He's going up top here late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense set for a first down play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. It's good. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.